If you are wondering how you map the speech sounds to print in the word the, then stay tuned, we'll take a look at that together. My name is Angela Ema, I'm a literacy consultant and teacher trainer. I'm going to start this little video with 60 seconds for parents. So this is background information for you. So at this point the kiddies can go and get a drink of water, something quick, and we'll meet them back in about a minute ready to start. So parents, it's really important when you are looking at the speech sounds in the word that you put that word into the context of talking. So you might put the word, if you say the word in a sentence, and listen to the sounds in the words as you say that particular word. Where is the dog? Now the speech sounds in the word sound different in this context because the following word begins with a consonant. But if we said the sentence, where is the egg, then the speech sounds in the word sound different because the following word begins with the E. So it's this particular speech sound that has a variance depending on the following word and the initial letter sound in that word. So that's a really important thing for you to consider, and it's something that's really important if you are helping your child to map the word. Similarly, I'm Australian, so I'm saying these words using my own accent. So if you are somewhere else and your accent is different to mine, listen to your own accent. Have your child listen to the word in a sentence, slow it down, stretch it out, stretch out the sounds in the word, and notice those distinct speech sounds in the accent in which you speak yourself. So that's a little bit of background around this particular word because it's a common word, but it certainly is a word where you might slightly say it differently to me, but also depending on what follows the word in a sentence, the E might make a different sound. So as mentioned previously, it's great to find the word somewhere meaningful. So it's a good one to do if your child is bringing home a reading book and that word is in the reading book, if your child is writing that word in some context at home, or if the word appears in their spelling list. Okay, so let's get cracking. So today we are looking at mapping the word the. I have the pen, the. So now we're going to say the word clearly together. So turn to each other. You're going to look at each other's mouths as you say the word the. Go. Say it one more time. So you're looking at each other's mouths. Make sure your mouths are making the same movements as you say the word. Make sure you hear the same sounds from one another as you say the word. Now we're going to say it slowly. So you stretch it out a little bit if you can, so the sounds take longer to make and you can hear them a little better. I'll do it first. The. Listen again. The. So stretch it out if you can. Off you go. Turn and look at one another. And do it again. Excellent. Look back this way. Now we're going to count the sounds. The. Again. The. Turn to one another. Say the word. Count the sounds on your fingers. And repeat it. How many sounds are in the word? 2 sounds. So now let's move our markers. I'll go first. We're going to say the word as we slide the marker. The. Your turn. Fantastic. Now I'm going to come back here to the word you can see. And I'm going to figure out which letters make the sounds. So you can count the sounds as you say the word on your fingers again, and I'll do them on the board. Ready? The, Again, the, Okay. Did you figure out which letters make the first sound? The. So now I'm coming over here. I'm going to write the letters that make the sounds. Let me check them again. The. The. Your turn. Move the markers again. So push them back up. Move them down again. Write the sounds. So you're looking for the letters that make that sound. So the, two letters that make the one sound. The. Write the next letter that makes the next sound. Say it as you do it. And write it down. Now we're going to check it. So you can place your finger underneath the first letter, and we're going to slide our finger underneath the letters as we make the sounds and check that the letters that we can see match the sound that we can hear. Okay, we can see the letters up here, so we're checking them out over here. Place your finger underneath the letter. The, again, the, If we're happy that it looks the way we think it should look, okay, the letters that we see match the sounds that we hear, we're going to write it at the bottom with no spaces between the letters, because that's how it looks in a book, and that's how we write it when we have a message. So write it down. Then place your finger underneath the first letter, and we're going to slide our finger across and check it one more time as we make the sounds slowly. Z, 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 Great job, everyone. Now to practice this one, you might like to rub everything off, so you can rub it off the board. If you think you can remember the letters that make the sounds, rub them off the board, rub them off your card, move your markers up, and you can try that again, trying to remember the letters that made the sounds. So I'll do a walkthrough. Say the words slowly and clearly. So let me say it in a sentence first. Where is the dog? The dog. The dog. Now I'm going to say that word on its own. The. Now I'm going to say it slowly. The. The. Now I'm going to count the sounds. Now I'm going to move the markers. Watch again. Now I need to remember the letters that make the sound. Can I remember what they look like? If you know them, whisper it to your partner. Did you get the same ones? Now I'm going to check it. Put my finger under the T. I think it looks right. I'm going to write it at the bottom. Let me check it again now. Blend it together. The. Now, if you've got a book and you've taken it out of the book, you can check it. Looks exactly the same. Okay, so we start by having the word present if we need the word, but once we think we can remember the letters that make the sounds, we can rub that word off and we can try the whole card on our own without having the word written down. Now, another way you could do this is to write the word on a piece of paper and turn that piece of paper over. So you might, before you start, write the word on a sticky note or a piece of paper. Okay, you might even do the first part where you figure out which letters. So there's one sound and there's a second sound. Make the sounds, and that way you can look through and remember that in this word the TH makes the sound. Now when you go to doing it all on your own over there, you can turn that card over so that you can't see it. If you've used a big thick pen, you might be able to see it through the paper, so you might want to put something else on top of that. Try it all by yourself and then turn that card over again at the end to check to see if you are correct. Okay, have fun with that. Thanks everyone.